Well, we were in the middle of, how did we find the company? We were in the middle of renovating our pool. It had a plaster base and it was wearing out, and we decided to go Pebble Tech. And as the project progressed, it of course grew in scope a little bit. My wife never liked the chlorine water. I mean, she would get in the pool, but wouldn't go underwater. Didn't want it in her hair. And so one day she picked up a magazine called Green Living and was flipping through the pages and learned about chemical-free water in your pool. Didn't know anything about it, didn't know it existed. Showed it to me, told me I'd like to learn more, and I said, great. So we picked up the phone, we called Exceptional Water Systems at this time, which is the company, the subsidiary. And both Mike and Mike decided they'd come give us a visit and give us the rundown, tell us all about what it is, why it's good for you, why the chemicals are, what they're doing to you, and we were sold. We put it in and have never looked back. It's great. Sure, benefits. As you get older, certain parts of your body kind of creak a little bit, right? One of the first things I noticed was years ago trying to dig out a tree from a front yard. I was trying to chop the roots of the tree with a shovel, and I'm pushing down hard and fast trying to see if I can bust through the last roots, and I did something to my right shoulder, and it had limited range of motion. It hurt all the time. Lifting it was painful, and sometimes just sitting it would hurt, just kind of the old, I don't know what I did, arthritis, something. I would get in the water. We would sit in the water in the evenings after we installed the oxygenated system for the pool, and it wasn't long before I would get up and I had full range of motion. And then I would get out of the pool and I would notice, not right away because I wasn't paying attention, but I would notice the pain was gone. And then kind of started talking to Mike Lowe about this, and he says, oh yeah, this water is great for those kind of conditions. And the inflammation that is probably sitting in there causing you that pain this oxygenated water system is helping that go away. But I'm in the pool for 30 to 60 minutes, probably 4 times, 5 times a week. In the wintertime, no, because we don't heat it. We tried that one time, and even in this market, it costs a lot to keep that pool warm when it's 45 degrees at night. But so I'm in it 4 or 5 times a week, between the middle of April and Thanksgiving, and that's when I open it and that's when I shut it down. It's just I feel better. For one, I've got arthritis in a toe. I've got arthritis in a hip. I notice if I go, travel for business, I'm out of town for 10 days. The hip hurts a little bit more, pops a little bit more when you're walking. This helps alleviate that quite a bit, quite rapidly actually, as a couple days back in the water, and I'm feeling better again. And I feel better about being in the pool. The chlorine, as you would get out of the water, all the chemicals in a chlorinated pool just make your skin dried out and the itchy, scratchy, dry, uncomfortable. This water doesn't. This water it's fantastic. It actually feels better when you come out of the water than before you went in. I think the future is bright for the technology. The challenge in my mind is an age-old challenge. How do you get the word out to the masses and start the wave of adoption of a new technology like this that is beneficial? Customer service is great. You call them, if they're not able to pick up at the time, they will get back to you very, very quickly. Call later in the afternoon, it might be tomorrow, but that's understandable and expected. When we need something looked at, repaired, or even just tuned up on the equipment. All equipment needs, looked at every now and then. If they can fix it on site, the technician that comes out fixes it on site. If they need to take it with them because it needs a new part or something, a loaner comes out. So I think that's great, because the last thing I want is for a 7-day repair to end up in a green pool, and they care the same about it as well, right? They don't want that to happen either. So very, very good customer service, and I would recommend the company to anybody. I promote it regularly to people. My point is, reach out, learn more, and keep an open mind, because this technology, this water that comes out of this oxygenated system is far and above whatever I expected it would be.